Uncover the chilling mystery. What really happened to Sebastian?
The deeper I get, the more I tell you. Not only is this interview, it's just she starts off right out the gate correcting herself hardcore in talking about Sebastian as if he was already dead. All right. So I've noticed in other interviews of Katie's, she does that the whole time. This time, I think she went to her friends and said, I want to go on the channel. Now, if you didn't hear it, the reason you didn't hear it is because Katie decided to go to a channel that is a lot smaller. There was only 2,500 views. All right. I think she went to a friend and said, hey, it's Sebastian's birthday. I got to do something. Seth is out there celebrating and trying to raise awareness. So I'm going to come on your channel. I'm going to talk just enough to not make sure I say something really messed up. But right out the gate, she uses it in the past tense. All right. I mean, so many things. We're talking about that. We're talking about the bites that we've never discussed on my channel. Where did those bite marks come from on Chris Proudfoot? Okay, there's a lot today. So Katie speaks on Sebastian's 17th birthday. We got that clip. We've got a quick tribute to Sebastian with a bunch of pictures that you may not have seen. All right. And the messed up thing is the last time we were listening to these videos, Katie was Billy Badass. Katie was like, you motherfucker, get off my property. You're trespassing, you bitch, to somebody that was trying to help. A private eye that was trying to help, and now we got her back on here. I'm missing him. And then she goes on to say in the very beginning of it, the faults about Sebastian. It's not like, man, he was a great, or he is a great artist, or was. And she goes to still kind of complain about him, which is the weirdest thing ever. And on top of that, what's up, Microwave Cheese? Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Found or not, found is all just very bad. And I believe that, I was just catching up on this, and they say that 75% of the time when a child goes missing or dead, kidnapped, abused, it's somebody the family knows. And I'm going to pop the first video on just quickly so you can hear Chris Proudfoot telling us that he probably got kidnapped, but then contradicting himself. It's the wildest thing how these people go out there, and it's like they think that we're going to forget. Explain that, Chris. Why don't you ask Jay for a link? You're listening, right? I know Seth does, and Seth will pop on here. That's great to you know what? That's great that you said that, because another thing that I was looking up was Chris also said that he didn't put a lock. He said he didn't put a lock on that fridge for Sebastian to not sneak snacks because he didn't have to. He said when he was out of town, he could see everything that was happening through the camera in the kitchen. They had cameras that he could watch him on when he was gone. Make that make sense. All right. I'm going to just pull this down. I'm going to put some pictures up. I'm going to say thank you all the way around to Lady Freedom that not only let us use her, I tagged her, and it's letting us use the interview. I hope I always do fair use. But she put this together, which I'm going to leave up while I'm talking to you. So, we had 111. Now we're at 122. Say a prayer that Sebastian is brought home. All right. I'll slow that down just a little bit. I have it on 2 times the speed. Well, I just want you guys to see these beautiful pictures of Sebastian. He would be 17 at this point. And it's a little beautiful little angel, by the way. Now, listen, that got me real good when I read. First of all, he's been missing 654 days. Unacceptable, way too long. This is not a cold case. There's still $50,000 reward. But I was looking for the clip of Chris Proudfoot saying that he doesn't have to lock the fridge because when he's gone, he can see everything. He sees everything Sebastian is doing, and that is part of a leaked recording. Now, I ask you guys, if he didn't need to lock the fridge because he could see everything on the cameras, where is the camera? Chris and Katie. Lisa, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. And thank you, Jason Jensen, for coming and popping in. Jason Jensen, you guys, I sang his praises in the Rosie case, the 30-year-old little Rosie case. And then I realized that Jason Jensen's also working on he's a super PI. He's also working on, I can't remember all the large cases, but welcome, Jason. I support you all that you do. Amen to you. I just really, I'm a fan of you, Jason. I'm I'm fangirling, whatever you want to call it, over you right now. So welcome, thank you for being here and for all that you do. If you guys know who Jason Jensen is, or even if you don't, he says, I'm a fan of yours. Hey, I'll take that because I'm fangirling over you right now, Jason. I would be out there every day, all day, trying to help children if I didn't work all day, but I do what I can. So welcome to Guilty of Crime chat. Y'all give him a warm welcome. And Lisa, thank you so much. Love you and what you do. All right. So this got me set off when I'm looking at these things that Chris and Katie have done and said. And did we just forget about it? Did we forget that he clearly in his own voice says that he didn't need a lug because he could see everything that was going down in that household. Make that make sense. Now, a lot of these are in like leaked audio. They went on the TikTok and a lot of the drama or crama channels. All right. So I just want you to understand that there's several leaked audios of Chris and Katie that surfaced from 2024 onto YouTube and TikTok. All right. The specific fridge related comment appears in discussions where Chris describes monitoring Sebastian's behavior at home when he's away. So, guys, even if Katie had something to do with this, she was the last person, and I believe she's the key to this. I also believe Chris was right there with her. They used the cameras. If they were on the phone for 3 hours on the way back, she used those cameras to have him help do whatever, and then they got rid of the cameras. I don't know. Well, I don't know how else to go around the fact that he said in his own words in this audio that he monitors Sebastian when he's away. That's never going to make sense to me. And those have been verified. So, hey, Jay, early on, in my opinion, that was a landfill search looking for the cameras. Okay, well, that was not that one. This particular one I just heard on a live stream today, him saying that he can monitor Sebastian from anywhere, which makes no sense. Shelly Klein, good to see you. Kiki, how you doing? Darlene, my girl. Wesley, always prayer for you. Carol, how you doing? Jenny Machete, good to see you. I haven't seen you in quite some time. All right, guys, best way to do it is to hit that like button. Help me out. I see a lot of my Madeline Soto people in here from Florida. Thank you for being here and just being part of this community to help. All right, we're almost past this part. I wanted you to see the full happy birthday tribute, so we're not losing the fact that we want Sebastian to know how much we love, care for him, and are on the side of Sebastian. We're Sebastian strong. We are not on a side other than bring Sebastian home. All right. And Seth is the biggest, loudest supporter. Foxy Amazon, thank you so much for the Guilty of Crime membership in honor of Christopher, who was gone too soon. All right. So there's another happy birthday for you. Then if he was able to monitor him, then should know where he is. And they should have cameras in the house to maybe hear somebody that broke in. We're going to hear this right now. This clip did not have to do originally with my episode today, but I'm real heated after doing the research for the last 2 days. And I know I missed you guys yesterday, but it just gave me extra time to put into the show today. Jenny, good to see you. You're modding when I miss. Oh, there's a smile for you, girl. That made me smile. Thank you. None of these parents have nothing to do with Sebastian Mission. No one knows what happened, Victoria says. Interesting. Let's listen to this then. Why don't we listen to this? And we'll see that if none of them know, why does he know? If he doesn't know, how does he know so much so often? All right, let's listen to this real quick, and then we'll get into the
Sebastian Rogers is now 16. He went missing over a year ago in Hendersonville, Tennessee, when he was 15. He was last seen on February 25th, 2024, reported missing the next day on February 26, 2024. He disappeared from in his home, from in his bedroom. His mother said she was in the living room. He went to his bedroom. She heard a thud. And then the next morning, she woke up and he was gone. There was no signs of forced entry anywhere in the house, and the windows were all closed and locked from the inside. He also was not picked up on Ring camera footage from neighbors to indicate that he walked out of the house and ran away or wandered off somewhere. Anyway, now we have audio of Chris Proudfoot, who is Sebastian's stepfather.
And guys, don't worry. We're going to get to the last part of this segment is going to literally be the bite that he had on his arm. We're going to break it down scientifically for y'all after we're done with everything else. So we might be quite long today. Buckle up, grab your drink, get some snacks, and hit the like button. All right, let's keep going. Listen closely here.
Basically saying that he's more worried about Sebastian being kept by someone somewhere and then him managing to escape and then running and yelling for help and people not knowing that he's actually a missing child.
What I'm more afraid of is, no joke, is, somebody has him and he escapes and gets out on his own and he runs and screams for help, that enough people don't know about the situation. And
agreed.
There's a lot of folks out there that don't actually know the whole situation or even know that Sebastian's missing.
Sorry.
I mean, tell us what that situation is so we can all know what the situation is, because I want to know what the situation is, don't y'all? Just saying.
But that doesn't really make sense. You're more concerned about him escaping and yelling and screaming for help and other people not knowing that he's a missing child. Most people who see a child who's running, screaming for their life are going to help the child or at least call law enforcement. If Sebastian was being held by someone, him escaping and yelling and screaming for help would be huge. I think we would all want that, but it doesn't seem like Chris Proudfoot does. Despite there being an active Amber Alert for Sebastian, there's no actual evidence, concrete proof that Sebastian was ever abducted by anybody. So is Chris Proudfoot insinuating something here? Does he maybe know that Sebastian is being held by someone, and him saying that he's concerned about Sebastian escaping, but not just escaping, just escaping and other people not
Escaping?